Hey guys, what's up? And a month ago I did a top 3 best rides at Kings Island, so it's only right we do the top 3 worst rides at Kings Island in this video. And I'm not saying that the rides in this video are necessarily bad, they're just not as good as the other roller coasters that are in the park. And that's why I think that they are less enjoyable, and if that's what I think, then that's why they're on the list. And I'm welcome to see what you guys think in the comments below, so make sure you comment your worst 3 rides in the comments and let's get into it. The order in which this video is going in, it will be number 3, so the racer right now is number 3, is the best out of the worst, if that makes any sense. So the racer is better than the other 2 rides that will be on this list, just to give you some context. Anyways, at number 3 we have the racer, and the racer is a classic. It was the first roller coaster in the park. It holds so much historical value, but you can't put that over the facts that it's not that enjoyable of a ride. Now, the racer is pretty bumpy, especially on the second and third hills. Those ones, the lap bar will repeatedly punch you in the stomach. It feels like you're in a boxing match more than on a roller coaster on those hills. Now, what I will give the racer credit for is that it is a beautiful night ride because it's like the main strip, right? Everyone wants to be on the racer at night more than they would on the day. So that definitely saves the ride in some capacity, but not enough to get it off the top 3 worst rides. It's just not thrilling enough to be as rough as it is. Look at the Beast, for example. That is a perfect example of thrill equaling out with roughness. At number 2, we have the Bat. Now, the Bat is going to be in here for a couple of reasons. First off, I know this has nothing to do with the ride, but the walk is extremely long, and I just can't get that out of my head when it's time to rank the Bat. Also, the ride time per the amount of walking and the waiting in line that you have to do really isn't worth it. The Bat's around like a 54-second ride, not including the long lift hill, which takes forever. And on top of that, I just don't find any parts of the Bat thrilling. It's a fun ride, it's a family ride, it's just not thrilling. And so when I ride the Bat, it just doesn't give me the satisfaction for that I'm searching for, I should say, when I'm on a roller coaster. Not like the Banshee, not like Diamondback, and those are the top rides, right? So you really can't compare what some people put in mediocre, or some people think it's even the worst ride in the park for the main rides. So I think I'm being pretty generous when I put it here. This is kind of in the middle, low middle, I would say, for the Bat. It's not that enjoyable, but it's not that bad. If I have to get on it, I'm not complaining. If I miss out on it, I'm not complaining. And at number 1, in my opinion, is Invertigo. Now, a lot of y'all might have seen this coming because, I put it in the thumbnail, and that should just tell you how I feel about Invertigo. Invertigo irks my nerves, and I could say that it's because I'm probably socially awkward, I guess, but I hate the fact that the cart sits you in front of, you face random people if you're not in a big enough party, which can get kind of awkward when you just lock eyes and you're like, what do you say? Do you say hi or anything? You know what I'm saying? It should put you in an awkward situation. On top of that, it's the same thing with the Bat and the racer. I mean, they all 3 have this in common. They're not thrilling enough for how rough they tend to be. Not so much with the Bat, but definitely for the racer and Invertigo. Invertigo is literally, and I cannot say this any more nicer, the worst major ride at this park. There is no redeeming qualities about this ride. The only thing I like about this ride is the color scheme. And on top of that, they have the audacity to put this in the very front of the park. This is the first thing that you see when you walk into Kings Island. This is not what should be in the front of the park. This ride's horrible, and I tend to like every ride at Kings Island, but this one I just cannot stand.